Welcome back. I'm Connor Smith.
And I'm Ryan Mills.
And we are here to talk about the Carrie remake. It's based on the 1976 film, but also the Stephen King novel of the same name. It's basically about this girl, Carrie, who is ostracized by her classmates, and she lives with her crazy religious mother. In the original, it was Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie, and in the remake, it is Chloe Grace Moretz and Julianne Moore. And so, what did you think of it?
I thought it was okay. I had just some issues with it. The first thing, I thought Chloe was okay as Carrie. I feel like somebody could have played her a little bit better.
It's like she's like gorgeous, and when the most bullied girl in your school is gorgeous, it doesn't really make sense.
Like you said, like she's almost too normal to be Carrie. Like one of the main things that I had a problem with was like how she found the library books. Like she types in the library computer, she says magical powers, and I'm like, how are you gonna find a library book like based on like your powers? But how does she know like what her powers like actually are? She's like trying to just library books. I didn't like that part. Like I was kind of laughing at it, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed the movie, to be honest. I think that when you're going to remake one of the greatest horror movies of all time, I said last week, there are those great horror staple movies. You have The Exorcist, Rosemary's Baby, Halloween. Carrie is one of those movies.
Yeah,
it's one of the greats.
All really good.
So when you're going to remake one of the greatest horror movies of all time, you better have a lot there. You better have a lot that's different so that it's able to be so you can deviate it from the original.
Yeah.
And I think that it had a lot that I didn't expect. I think I thought that they added a lot to Julianne Moore, Margaret's character. They had some scenes in there that were very different from, not different, but you learn about her job. You learn about her giving birth to Carrie, and that's different.
Yeah, very
And also, I think that a lot of the characters had more to do this time. And if you look back at the original Carrie, which is a classic, the bullies and even the love interest are pretty generic. They're pretty forgettable. And not that the ones in this one are memorable by any means, but they have more presence in this film. They sort of have more of a backstory. Not backstory, but they just have more presence and they have more to do. So that, that's just what I think.
I mean, I liked the special effects at the prom scene.
Yeah.
I thought that was really well done. But other than that, I wasn't a big fan of it. The other thing I thought was okay was that she used like a lot more of her like powers in this remake than
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I feel
just so much.
Aside from I think there's a lot of depth, somewhat more depth with certain characters in this one, but that's what I really like about it. But one of the downsides to it is that everything is embellished. Like everything is done, but sort of one more. Like her powers in the first scene are like wham! Her powers. Yeah. Like it's not like subtle at all. Like what else? Like the blood dumping scene in the original. The blood pours on her in this, and in this
multiple
one,
times.
it's like a music video. It's like sploosh.
Just like
and then they do the above
and
view.
Just all different shots and angles and stuff. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. But and then they also have like the girls, and they're all hot as hell. Like they're all the bullies. Like no normal looking people allowed in this movie. Like if you're average, you cannot go to Carrie's high school. Like I don't know. Like and the girls were like laughing. Like when the girls were laughing at Carrie, like they were like ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was
what did
not
she do?
that believable. But how did you like Judy Greer as the gym teacher? I thought she did really well.
I thought she did well, but this is like spoiler central right here. I'm going to say something.
Yep, sorry.
No, I mean, you didn't spoil it. But,
okay.
But Judy Greer plays the gym teacher in this one.
Yeah.
And there's
the
one reason why, I think I pinned it, the one reason why I don't think this Carrie has the potential to be as good as the original Carrie, spoiler here, is that she is saved in this one. She doesn't die. And the thing is in the original Carrie, you know the blood's going to get dumped on her. But the one moment that you just feel even worse for her is when the gym teacher, who's the one person who has sympathized with Carrie in the whole movie, laughs at her. And that's the one moment
Yeah.
where you're like, oh. But in this one, she doesn't laugh at her, and her life is spared. And that's sort of why I don't think it has the same like feeling level almost, you know?
I mean, I would agree with that. Another thing that I did not like though was the slap that she got from Judy Greer. Like
That wasn't the original though.
I know, but like this one seemed like really fake though. Like it was like just like that, and just didn't look like it actually like hit her face.
I don't
know.
really. I feel like that would be like illegal nowadays. And like.
Well,
school.
yeah, but I didn't really buy that one. It seemed overly fake.
Yeah, I think that Carrie is still like topical though, the story almost, because like they're updating it, and of course there are cell phones now, so I guess that's a reason to update every movie.
Posted a video on YouTube.
But like it's almost
Spoiler.
relevant because of like all the school shootings that have happened, and people are bullied and bullied and bullied until they snap, and that's sort of Carrie.
Yeah.
She's bullied by
Very true.
everybody. Her mother is crazy. And then at the prom, she snaps and kills everybody, and that's sort of almost.
Well, not.
I mean,
everybody.
but it's sort of
Almost
that same
everybody.
idea, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
very
like
true.
maybe it's not like did Carrie need a remake? Certainly no.
No, I
But
don't
was
think
it
so.
was it bad? Like was it a waste of 2 hours for me? No. Did I enjoy it? Did I enjoy it? Yeah, that's kind of how I was for it.
I mean, yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Overall, I thought it was good, but I definitely like the first movie
Oh yeah.
a lot more than this remake now.
Yeah, and it's sort of the prom scene in the original just cannot be topped. When Sissy Spacek is sort of
she's great.
with the freckles, she's gorgeous. And when the blood is dumped on her, and you hear that they're all gonna laugh at you, and she just like
my God,
snaps,
yeah.
that can't be topped.
She's crazy, but it works
Yeah.
amazingly.
And I also had to put out that I thought the score was awesome. The score was done by Marco Beltrami, who did all the Scream movies, and
Okay.
he did Don't Be Afraid of the Dark too, maybe I think so. And I love the score. I've been listening to it. This is like good scores. Like Gravity had a good score. Like this is a good score. Like good scores.
Real quickly though, like Julianne Moore, what did you think of her? Because originally it was supposed to be Jodie Foster, which I think I might have liked a little bit more almost, but I thought she did a good job though.
I think the reason why I
don't
like
know.
Julianne Moore so much in this one was because I think that they gave her a lot to do. Like Piper Laurie has somewhat stuff to do in the original, but she doesn't have a ton to do. Like in this one, you see her at her job, and you see her in the house, and you see her. She sort of has this. What's the word? She's like self-masochistic. Masochist. That's right. She like scratches herself, and she's
like
very violent. And I think that
cutting
like
her
I
leg
liked
and
her
stuff,
performance.
yeah.
Like I liked it.
Okay, yeah.
But that's a
good.
wrap on this episode of Reeltv. Thanks for joining us. I'm Connor Smith.
And I'm Ryan Mills.
And thanks
we
for
will
watching.
see you later.